So pacemaker, know the type of pacemaker. Is it a single chamber, that single electrode into the right atrium or ventricle, or is it a dual chamber where two electrodes, one is in the right atrium and one is in the right ventricle? Also, know the type of procedure. Is it an initial insertion of that pacemaker? Is it a repositioning, a repair? Is it an upgrade, a revision, a replacement? Was fluoroscopic guidance used? Now, the difference between codes 33206, 33207, and 33208 are limited to the specific chamber of the heart in which the transvenous leads are positioned. Now, all three approaches require a passage of a transvenous lead through a central vein using fluoroscopic control into the appropriate chamber of the heart with subsequent electrical verification of good pacing and sensing parameters. Now, all three approaches do require surgical creation of a pocket for the pulse generator. Now, the insertion of a pulse generator is included in 33206, 207, and 208. End of life. This is a term that you're going to hear when that pulse generator reaches its end of life. When the battery of a pacemaker or cardioverter defibrillator is changed, it is actually that pulse generator that is changed. Now, the pulse generator is disconnected from the leads, and those leads are tested to verify if they're still functioning properly or if they need to replace them. And then a new pulse generator is reattached. Now, codes 33227 to 33229 would be coded. Now, for removal and replacement of a pulse generator and electrodes, the code 33233 for removal of the pulse generator and codes 33234 or 33235 would be coded as well as that initial insertion, or that insertion again of the pacemaker, 33206 to 33208. A lot of 3-3s in there. Now, coronary artery bypass, so a CABG. CABG is always an open procedure and requires an extracorporeal circulation, or that cardiopulmonary bypass. Also, you'll hear it as a pump oxygenator. Now, since the operative risk of mortality is high with a CABG, it's always an inpatient-only procedure. The most frequent veins harvested are the saphenous vein graft from the upper leg, which is removed from the leg and it's sewn from the aorta to that coronary artery below the site of the blockage. Now, the left or right internal mammary artery, or IMA, it's also called the internal thoracic artery from the chest area, and on rare occasional instances, the upper extremity, the arm, radial ulnar vein, and or that femoral popliteal vein is harvested, but that is in very rare occasions. You won't see it very often at all. The type of graft, codes are based on the type of graft. Venous grafting is only for coronary artery bypass procedures, 33510 to 33516, and arterial grafting for coronary artery bypass, 33533 to 33536. Now, in your textbook, this says 33533 to 33545, but this is only actually through 33536. And this is now combined arterial venous grafting for coronary artery bypass, which are add-on codes, 33517 to 33523. Again, your book says this is through 33530, but 33530 is an add-on code for a reoperation of a CABG procedure. Now, we're going to go through a CABG scenario next, so you will go to the next part.